We're joined by Washington Lee University field hockey coach Gina Wills. They were picked number 1 in this year's preseason poll. Coach, last year was your first year in the league, and it was almost a perfect first year in the league. You come away with the Coach of the Year award. You lead your team to the number 1 seed. Talk a little bit about last season, your first year in Lexington.
Last season was a great year. I was really happy with the team and their performance from the beginning of the season till the end. It was a new system for them that we changed from the start, so we played a lot of close games early on in the season, which prepared us for conference play later on in the year. The exciting thing about the ODAC, we played a lot of tough games in the ODAC, a lot of close games, and we're able to make our way to the number 1 seed at the end of the season, and was proud of the team because that was one of our goals when we set out at the beginning of the year to do that. And then again, to advance to the championship game, we played a tough semifinal game, and then advanced to the championship game, and we played a close game there against a very good Bridgewater team, and a little different result than we had played the week before against them, but it was a really competitive game and probably the best that I could ask for out of the team in my first year.
Now in year 2 for you, let's talk a little about just naturally, what's going to be different in year 2 from year 1?
I think it's exciting from the beginning of the year. We have a strong group that understands what's expected of them and can really lead the way for our incoming freshman class. We have 12 returning players, but we have 8 new players coming in, so it's going to be a balance of that, some experience and then new players as well. But the team did a really great job last year, and we're excited to see how far we can take it this year. We're still young, we're still learning, we're still growing, but a lot of potential within the team. We still have some learning and growing to do as a team, which is exciting in my second year. And we had a strong defense last year. Nolani Schulmeyer, Ariel Yavalar, and returning them, and Kendall Peterson in the midfield, and Maggie Stands, and then of course Maggie Waxter, who was our leading scorer last year. So we're returning a good group of solid players, and a lot of people that made plays happen around them. Haley Tucker, who was an outstanding player for us last year too, and to have all of them coming back, and then we have a young first-year class that'll come in and be able to support them as well. So we're excited about the future of the team and of the program, and about the competition that we have within the conference this year.
21 goals is all the amount of goals that you allowed last season. That led the league in fewest goals allowed. Talk a little bit about the importance that defense had on your run to the number 1 seed.
We take a lot of pride in our team defense that we play. Everyone on the field is an important part of the way that we're playing defense as a whole squad. So I was proud of the team and the way that they played with that, and worked really hard. And Ariel in her first year as a goalkeeper, we did a good job protecting her as well, limiting the number of shots that she was seeing, and she did a great job in a lot of tough games to make the saves when we needed her to that kept us in games. So it was a total team effort in that way, that our forwards were playing defense, our mids, our backs, and then our defense playing really strong in those situations where we needed them to.
And let's cap things off here with getting your perspective on the league as a whole entering the 2016 campaign.
The ODAC is a really great league. When you look at the teams throughout the conference, any day anybody can beat anyone, and I think as a coach that's really exciting because we're preparing for every game in the same way, and that's something we really emphasize with our team, is that we're preparing for each game the same way, just because we never know. And it's fun as a coach to be in those games, for our players to be competing against some really tough competition. When they're out there, we go into the last week of the season, and anyone could have been that number 1 seed going into the last week of the season, which is exciting as a coach. It's exciting for our players because they're always competing to do that. And it's exciting as a field hockey fan too. I love to watch games and see the competition. We have great coaches in the league. We have great athletes, and everyone does a really fantastic job. So I'm excited for the 2016 season to watch the teams that we're going to compete against, and to have the opportunity to coach against some really great coaches and some really great teams.